Hey everyone, Stobzilla here, and this will be episode 2 of our career mode, our Master League mode, offline with Stobzilla FC. We're playing East Dorsetshire here. You'll notice no in-game audio. That's because we're playing about with the format a little bit. We've got 3 games edited down coming up for you in this episode, but the 2 teams emerged from the tunnel. We're full of beans. We made the move up to top player, and we're hopefully looking to get ourselves a win over comparatively weak opposition in East Dorsetshire. We kick off Yarajek, quality touches as ever from him, but we come to the first highlight here, and the ball gets played into Richie. They're keeping it well at the back, and we really couldn't get near them at this point. Gosling into Fraser, and Fraser releases Ranty with a fantastic through ball, and Ranty chips it over the goalkeeper. It's a fantastic finish, and we are 1-0 down in the early going here to East Dorsetshire. We have seemed to underestimated our opponent. Again, that's a great through ball, but I just skipped that in relative disgust. Galashka here into Valiman, and Valiman into Janashik. Castolis plants it into Minandinho, and Minandinho chipped over the top. Castolis, he holds off the defender well, and that's a fantastic finish from Castolis. That would be a theme in this episode for him. He gets us parity 1-1. It's a fantastic finish, as I say. You'll see it coming up here again. The ball into Minandinho. Minandinho holds off his defender well, and chips a delightful ball over the top for Castolis. All he has to do is hold off his defender, which he does. It's a good touch to get it out of his feet, and it's a fantastic finish into the side netting there. We win the ball back with Janashek again. I keep getting his name wrong. I will learn it for the next episode, I swear to you. Janashek into Nildo Petrolina, and here we're just playing some very nice football. Castolis releases Minandinho, and that's a very good save from the goalkeeper there to keep Minandinho out. I think he's putting his hand up in acknowledgement for either the pass or the fact that he should have given it to Galashka, who was joining him in the middle very quickly. But here we are again. Galashka into Minandinho, holds it up, and Janaszak into Castolis. Castolis holding it up, seeing what he can do with it. He releases Minandinho, who's made a fantastic little run into the left-hand channel, who spots Castolis again, and Castolis with another fantastic finish into the side netting there, the inside of the side netting I should say, the right side, and Castolis gets his second goal of the game. It's a fantastic finish from Castolis, but it would not be the best goal of this game, believe it or not. Everyone's very happy there, including myself at this point. I thought this is a great finish. This is one of the better finishes that I've had playing the game so far. It doesn't look that special, but when it goes right into the side netting, you know you've hit a very good one. Gets it out of his feet, and bang, that's a great finish. No one's going to tell me that's not a good finish, and that's how it finished in the half, 2-1. Christoph Berra giving it some to someone. I'm not sure who that is, but we kick off the second half, and they come out, and they got amongst us. It's got to be said. Again, they came out looking for that equaliser, and in the 55th minute, they would have a chance to do so. Ranty getting onto that through ball, Cathcart giving him time and space, and you shouldn't do that, because bang, there you go. Ranty getting the goal of the game, and what a goal it was, the equaliser, and East Dorsetshire make it 2-2. Again, in disgust, just completely left that. But Janaszak was fantastic over the sequence of games. Plays it through to Minandinho and forces a great save there out of Lee Camp, and it comes out. Here is Yakumorak into Piccini, and a Mason slips it delightfully to Kalashka, and again Lee Camp is up to it with the save there towards the end of the game. And I believe that's how it would finish. There you go, 2-2, and it's a game that we should have gotten a lot more out of, I think. As I say, it was comparatively weak opposition if you see their ratings, and we've done better, admittedly on lower difficulties, against better teams. But here we come into the game against Hounslow, who I do believe is Bournemouth. Again, I'm sure someone will correct me if it's not the case, but here we play Hounslow, and they get off to the best possible start. They send it out to the wing, and immediately I get out of position with Pacini, and then it's just panic stations. I'm running about all over the place. I'm sending in slide tackles and standing tackles where they don't need to be made. Although to be fair, it goes in off Christophe Berra's ass. So I got in front of the ball at least, just not enough. Or maybe Christophe Berra's just got a huge ass. I don't know. You can't search for that in the player finder though, so I don't think it's a stat. But Betinho runs at our defence, and they go through completely unchecked through the middle. Jota, who Verleiman is meant to be man marking, has just left him. He's just let him go, and we find ourselves 2-0 down in the early going. So not the best of starts. Castolas gets this into Januzaj, and he tries to release Galashka. He gets the ball into Minandinho, and Minandinho to Galashka again. The ball's headed away here, but Januzaj is on hand, and Nildo Petronina slips it to Castolas, and he's not missing right now. Castolas makes it 2-1, and we're right back in this. And yeah, Castolas, I was critical of his form, and indeed critical of him overall as a player, because he doesn't seem to last. I gotta say, it's a drawback, but if he keeps doing this in the first half of games, then we'll be friends, don't worry about it. So the ball gets kicked out here, and Pacini, you think he's got the header pretty much under control, or at least Verleiman does. None of them really do, and we get ourselves into a bit of a panic here. Verleiman, the ball gets snagged, and here we are again, just completely letting them walk through us. And Betinho turns goal scorer from provider from the last goal, and again 2 start button presses in disgust there, and it's 3-1 at half time. So very difficult to see us getting anything from this game, but we played about a bit. We brought our centre backs closer in together at half time, and pushed the defensive line back as well, just in the hope that we could try and show ourselves up a little bit. Minandinho gets us into Galashka, tries to see a shot but sees a pass instead, and Minandinho gets us right back into this 3-2 in the early going in the second half. He's very happy, and I'm just wanting to get on with it at this point, so there's no replays there. But Craig Cathcart mops this up, and Verleiman, this is from a Hounslow set piece. Verleiman runs out and sees the substitute who's come on for Minandinho, Vratikov, who takes one touch, then gets it out of his feet. Brilliant finish. And going into the last 10 minutes of the game, we get back level, and there's only one team that's going to win this right now, and it certainly isn't Hounslow. It's a great ball from Verleiman, and we will see the replay of this one, because I was feeling very happy at this point. Let's see it again. There you go. Fantastic ball in, and Vratikov just places it past the goalkeeper. You can't ask for anything more than that. Hounslow had a free kick about 25 to 30 yards out. They crossed it in, and that's what they did with it, and that would be full time, 3-3. And again, we should be getting more out of games like this, I think, but away from home, being 3-1 down at half time, you can't be too angry with that, I don't think. And we've done well there to get a point out of what seemed like a position where we'd get 0 points. But then we come into our last game against better opposition, and I was fearing the worst for this game because we weren't playing well. I stepped away from the game for 5 minutes, and we're against East Sussex here, or Brighton as they're known to everybody else on earth. So East Sussex versus Stobzilla FC, and as I say, I was not feeling it going into this game. I thought this would be the one that we lost. I thought we were going to have our Brighton might have our number here, but we see it from the start here. Christophe Berra gets into, I think that's Castolas, and then Nildo Petronina just has space. He has grass in front of him, and when he's got that, he's only going to do one thing. He slips in Vratikov, who does very well to get there. The goalkeeper saves, but Galashka's on the follow-up, and it's 1-0 very early on. And from a game that I thought we weren't going to get anything out of, we're all of a sudden leading very early on into it. Galashka's very happy. That's his first goal for us, I think, maybe this season. I'd have to double check that, but I think I'm right in saying that he's not a goal scorer. He's usually the one providing the goals and getting the assists. But Nildo Petronina just waits for the Brighton defender to commit there. Vratikov does very well to get anything onto it, and Galashka just follows up, planting it into the corner there for us. Now Makovshai picks it up here. He slips the ball into Jonazak, who again has been fantastic over this 3-game period, and Galashka just sees the ball over the top. Now it looks like nothing's on, but the defender just tries turning into Varatikov. Absolutely no idea why he's tried to do that, but Varatikov has taken advantage, and that's his third in a start and a substitute appearance, more than justifying the manager's decision to select him. And his manager is obviously a genius of some kind to spot that. But David Stockdale not happy with his defender here, and he has every right not to be. The ball gets played to Galashka, and Varatikov's off. He's gone. And I was quite angry with myself for playing that ball over the top. But inexplicably, the defender turns into him rather than away. No idea why he's done that, but hey ho, I'll take it. And here we are again, Varatikov into Castolis. Castolis tries cutting inside, but he sees Makov sure on his left, supporting the attack well. They dig it out, Brighton with the header, but it's going right back. And a Mason who gets the start in this game to Nilda Petrolina, into Galashka with a lovely little back heel. Yaroshik spots Varatikov, and bang. And sorry, that's his third in 2 games. I do apologise. And he's on fire right now. And Minardino's not done anything particularly wrong, but you can't argue with form. And Varatikov certainly has that going for him right now, as well as Castolis. And it's good to have guys who can score goals. Goals are going to get us out of the division. And 3-0. Wow, we really weren't expecting anything to go this well for us in this game, but it certainly has done. As we kick off the second half, us playing left to right now. Brighton get the ball straight away, but here we are. And here's Hodobix. This is after a couple of substitutions. He releases Verleiman and forces a good save out of Stockdale there, and I think that's Rowan Ince getting it cleared off into touch. We pick it up here from the resulting throw-in now. It goes into Nilda Petrolina. Petrolina spots Verleiman, who can't turn, and Hodobix takes a couple of touches and he buries it, and it's 4-0. He almost falls over, which he's wanting to do, but fair play to him. He's done. He does well when he comes on, Hodobix. He's a good little option off the bench when legs are getting tired. But here, Verleiman misses a tackle, and it goes off our player and straight into Gardner's path. And Gardner makes it 4-1. And Gardner goes to run off and celebrate, but then urges his team to get on it. No idea what he's doing there. But Kafka makes an interception here late on, runs it out, and that's 4-1. So we get a win and 2 draws in this episode. 5 points out of a possible 9. Again, you can't really complain too much given some of the positions that we found ourselves in, but that'd be that. And so just going to have a look at our stats quickly here, and yeah, Varatikov getting the 8.0 man of the match. Now we find ourselves 3rd in the table. Not very much separates the top sides at the moment, and that would be where this episode ends, guys. We have coming up a little reminder about who we're playing next, which is Liverpool in the Cup. So hope to see you back for that episode, guys. But if you do like this episode, then please leave a like, please leave a comment if you have any suggestions about the format, and please click subscribe if you want to see our game against Liverpool. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you very soon.